Wyckoff Schematic and tape. As you very well know, in the last series I did a Wyckoff Schematic versus the tape reading. And the tape reading will have up first and we'll go into schematic. There are some cases in which schematic is just acts perfectly, and we always want to follow schematic we can, but first the tape and then the schematic. Let's go through a little venture of today's action that I mentioned in the day chat room earlier today, and you're more than welcome to join us for this. So this is a 15-minute Emini-S&P. We have a market that basically is going higher, really unabated to the market. We get a high volume bar, and I would say the volume of this bar here, if you compare it to this volume, this range is a little bit smaller than that range, about the same, but the volume's higher. So it's a little bit of warning, but not a big deal. You then see two bars that are low end. So as you know, I believe that the tape will come first and then the schematic will follow many times, but the tape is always a true arbiter of price. So this is what I call reverse absorption. Low end close to the highs. These are poor closes to the market. As you can see, not bearish, we don't have supply, but bearish. But low end close with lack of demand or selling can lead to supply, as we talk about time. Low end closes, low end closes, low end closes, low end closes. All these are low end closes. Now, in the middle ranges, they're not that significant to it, but we still have to look at them as the potential of a red flag. As David Weiss says, put a wad of peanut butter on it. So the market then goes down, a little reverse absorption. The market tries to rally, not much of an effort. And now we see the market basically primarily here. At this point, this is the markup bar here. So a retest of that bar would not be uncommon to spring, stopping action of that nature. The low end close says we have to have a spring, or at least go in the spring position, or at least a stopping action position to go back up. We get a market that's weak. Okay? Shorting of thrust, volume, maybe. Boom. This is your sign of weakness in the market. Clearly, we know that that's probably not going to be a spring because of the extent of the range and well of the volume. We got to consider that a sign of weakness to the markets. Those of you that are in farming, we're going to call it a sow, a little piggy guy. Sign of weakness in the market. What's our expectations? Well, when I drew that, when I saw this line, I also drew the LPSY. This is the ICE support here, right? Per Evans. And this would be the creek resistance per Evans. Trading range, right? We want them about halfway back in the market is a place we like to see the market trade. LPS action is a market that goes back into the trade range and immediately fails. This is perfection of LPSY. Back up above the ICE in the middle of the range, about halfway through, and boom, downside. Markdown is what LPS is noted for afterwards. Now, there's a spring here. Would you buy it? Well, not really. It's not a climactic spring, nor is it one that we, have called for spacing. But we do want to involve our low end close and our low end to see a reverse trend line, to see overbought, oversold. Mark comes back down, and this is a live chart. This chart is perfection Wyckoff. Perfection. When you get perfection and you get tape reading in schematic, the odds are greatly in your favor of a successful trade. The change of character happens. The low end closes. Instead of having a spring, these low end closes, reverse absorption, led to the longest giving up the ship, getting out of the market, causing the large volume break. Get me out. Market runs up. We see large volume, the largest volume of the day, smaller range than that range, close in the middle, stopping volume, mid-range close. That's LPSY. Your trade is right here. Your edge right here. your stop for the LPSY area, and you get marked down. Your cover, you're not going to buy this here. You're still short. The market keeps going down unabated until the ending action, a rally with a secondary test. This chart should be in your library or in your teachings. It's that good of a chart that shows you LPSY. It doesn't get any better than this chart here of LPSY. It does not get better from a standpoint of Wyckoff, trade range, selling, longation, retest, selling, game over. I want to share this little video with you. I think it's extremely important, LPSY. You won't find many better examples. Again, it's a 15-minute Emini-S&Ps. Thank you for your time.